Ruger LC9s Pro. Let's take a closer look. Alright, let's jump right on in here and take a look at this little guy. Of course, it has been safety checked, no brass in the chamber. And yeah, this is the LC9s Pro model. Basically two main differences. You do not have a thumb safety, and there's no magazine disconnect safety, which is a feature I really like. I don't think you really need a magazine disconnect safety in a modern striker fired gun or a external thumb safety. You should know to keep your finger off the trigger, and it's good to be able to get that one round that's in there off if you need to shoot at a bad guy while you're changing magazines. Comes with one magazine, and I have some others that I had left over from my EC9, if you remember seeing the review on it. Main difference between this and the EC9, you have more cuts on the side of the slide, and you do have the dovetail adjustable sights, white dot, which eventually those will get replaced with excess big dot sights. Trigger on this guy is real good. You go back, you hit a wall right about there. Little bit long, but not too bad as far as reset. And it's not really that heavy. I mean, it's a good crisp trigger for what it is and for its intended purpose. Go ahead, I mean, that is a loaded magazine. We'll insert it though just to see. You do get a full 3-finger grip. Of course, if you go with the flush fit mag, you're going to lose that. You're not going to have a full 3-finger grip, but that does make it a little bit easier for concealed carry. So normally I'll just go ahead and carry it with that. It's not that big of a deal. Of course, I got my DeSantis Invader holster. Really good holster here. Kind of like a lot of others like this, like the King Tucks and crossbreeds and stuff. There's a whole mess of holsters like this out there on the market now. Real good padding on the back, real comfortable. I love these. I got one for the 45 Shield. When they become available, I'm going to get one for the 9 Shield as well. Speaking of, we can go ahead. This is hot. It is coming out of carry. Here's your 9mm Shield, and we can go ahead and do a kind of a side-by-side. You can see overall length very similar, maybe a bit thinner, and of course if we pop the magazine out, as far as height, yeah, these guns are very, very similar. Where it really changes is mainly your width. You got a little bit slimmer grip here than you do with your Shield. So that's the main difference. But yeah, I change it up between the 45 Shield, 9 Shield, and now I'll add the LC9s Pro to the list. Just depending on my mood and you know what kind of clothing I'm wearing, how bad I need to conceal something. But didn't shoot too bad. Take a look at some targets real quick. Here's the first one, and yeah, I'm pulling some shots. Recoil on this little guy, it is a little bit snappier than with the Shields. Went ahead and put a couple 3 mags on the second target, and it's printing in there. This is all from 7 yards. And there's the occasional flyer. I mean, that's to be expected. These small guns are a little bit harder to shoot. And by the third set, I was starting to buckle down and cut some real, you know, groups. I mean, instead of just patterns, starting to get some groups. So yeah, the potential's there. I mean, it's shooting. It's doing a real good job. Did have some failures to feed with this magazine here. That's why I put the flat base plate on it and marked a little X on it. Seems like 4th round. You get 4 shots off, and then that 5th round just wouldn't feed. You had to kind of smack it a little bit, and then it would feed. All the other mags were flawless, so I'm thinking there may be a little something hanging up in the mag. Nothing really big, because I got these other spares. Comes in your basic box. Main way you differentiate it is it will say Pro on the side, and it is their Ruger part number 03248, and you get all the standards. Comes in a plastic bag. You'll get your little Pro LC9 Pro that goes around the grip when you buy the gun. Flat base plate, Ruger sticker, your warranty information and all that good stuff, and your owner's manual, which is, you know, LC9 Pro. And they give you a lock, which is something else I'll just kind of throw in a drawer back there. I don't use them. Don't really think you need them if you know, keep your guns up where they're safe. But yeah, that's all the stuff they give you with the box. So we'll get that out of the way. But yeah, all in all, I'd say these are fairly decent little guns for the money. You can catch them on sale, $300 or even a little less. 7+1 rounds. I mean, for concealed carry, they're really hard to beat. Of course, I got my little DeSantis pocket mag carrier too. I've used this with several different mags, and it works good with this one. Between that and that, it makes a good little concealed carry combo. You know, you got your inside the waistband holster, your pocket mag carrier. So yeah, just a quick look here, and we'll get out and shoot it some more, and just, you know, make sure it's going to function real good. See if this mag will kind of come around with some shooting and start working. But quick look at the LC9s Pro, and like I always say, either we stand up for our rights or we can sit by and watch them go away. You guys have an awesome rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you later. Tennessee Frank out of here.